Hi, this is Krishna Iyer with the Iyer Think Tank in Delray Beach. This is a short part three. There was a part of my video that, I don't think I emphasized. I may have, choked up a little bit while I said it, but I want to just ensure that we hear it because this is about the American white quacks. This is about the white racist quacks of the U.S. government. And, his description is very accurate. This is Richard Aaron's Genocide in Paraguay. Basically, I'm going to read this paragraph. It's only a paragraph. This will be a 2-minute, video. As the forms and practice of militarism invade our psychic as well as our social life, is legitimated violence becoming integrated into the image of bicentennial manhood? Only yesterday, modern counterinsurgency training encouraged the natural dominance of the psychopath in combat service. Only yesterday, we were spawning elite killer squads who practice a form of death worship, complete with SS trappings, Wild West nicknames, and the smell of blood. Yesterday's specialists have turned into a new form of American know-how available for export as soldiers of fortune, available not only to Paraguay. This could become our paradigm for experimenting with Hitler's and Stalin's methods, the American way, quote unquote, genocidal technology as foreign trade made in America for sale to the highest bidder, one of the long sought after correctives to the balance of payments problems. Savage strings of oriental ears were inferior to Auschwitz lampshades only because the dehumanization was less complete. The processing had not yet gone far enough to assimilate the victims and their executioners into the gross national product and hence into the marketplace. So you can see, extremely important to understand. He is calling the U.S. export of defense technology genocidal technology. He is comparing it to Hitler's and Stalin's genocide. Made in America is, genocidal technology export. Sale to the highest bidder, no matter who they are, mercenary, mass murderer, psychopathic quack, it doesn't matter. The U.S. government exports this genocidal technology for subjugation of others, threats to others, coercion, and mass murder of ethnic communities. That is all he is saying in this. The savage strings of oriental ears, referring to the Indo-Chinese whose ears were cut off by U.S. GIs in Indochina, is a way of, decreasing what Auschwitz did. He is saying that the cutting off of ears compared with the Jews' extermination was more than the Jews' extermination in terms of debility and moral corruption. In addition, he's saying also that, the processing, could not assimilate the victims and their executioners so that the GNP, the U.S. government's money, is increased by its genocidal technology against ethnic populations. This is extremely profound and important to understand that this book, the U.S. government has banned this book, and this book gives very specifics about their genocide in Paraguay and their mass murder campaign by the U.S. government quacks, their white quacks and psychopathic misfits in exporting this technology for use by, groups that will genocide and cause coercive threats, including South America, the Islamic world, as well as Southeast Asia and Africa. These are racist American white psychopathic misfits. That's all. I just wanted to go through that. Be very aware of that part of the book. It's extremely important to understand. The U.S. is, he's comparing the U.S. to Hitler, to Stalin, Stalin to, made in America means mass murder weapons for genocide of ethnic communities. Made in America means extermination of ethnic communities, increasing the cash flow to the U.S. people and the U.S. politicians, the white quacks of the American government and public, is meaning increase the genocidal export of big American technology that allows mass slaughter of ethnics. That's all I wanted to say. Krishna Iyer with the Iyer Think Tank in Delray Beach. Have a great day.